So question 1a, 4y squared minus 8y equals 0. So you can solve this in such a way that you get half a mark, or you can get all the marks. The wrong way of doing this is where you take negative 8y this side, then it becomes 4y squared equals 8y. Then you divide both sides by 4y, okay, so that 4 and 4 cancel, y and y, you remain with y. 8 divided by 4, 2, y and y goes, and your answer is 2. This is just half a mark. So let's do it the proper way so that we get all the answers. Normally, when a question has power 2, okay, when a question has a variable or a letter with power 2, just know that it has 2 answers, okay. So in this case, we can factor out what's the common factor. 4 is a common factor and y it's a common factor. So 4y squared divided by 4y, it's going to be y, minus 8 divided by 4, it's 2, and y divided by y, they will cancel. So you have this. So this means that 4y is equal to 0, or y minus 2 is equal to 0, because when you have two numbers, because this and this are multiplying by the virtue of the brackets, okay. So when you have two numbers multiplying, if they give you 0, it means one of the numbers must be 0. That's the only way you can get 0, okay. So it means 4y is equal to 0, or y minus 2 is equal to 0, okay. So here we can solve for y. We are going to have 0 divided by 4, it's 0, or here we can solve again for y. Negative 2 goes the other side, it's 2. So the answer is 0 and 2, okay. 0 or 2. We go to question b. Question b, it's 2x power 3 equals 16. So this one we can divide by 2. Okay, we have x power 3. 16 divided by 2, it's 8. Then to get rid of 3, we can do cube root of x power 3. We also do the same here, cube root of 8. Okay, so this and this cancel. So we have x. So what's the cube root of 8? Or what number, if multiplied by itself 3 times, will give you 8? It's 2. Why? Because 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8. We got question C. Question C says 4x squared equals 9x. Okay, as long as there's power 2 here, just know that you are going to get 2 answers. So again, you can do the wrong thing of dividing by x, okay, like this, so that you have 4x equals 9. Then you solve for x, you get one of the answers, so you get half marks. So what you do is take 9x this side, so it will become 4x squared minus 9x. Here on the right, we have remained with nothing, so nothing is 0, okay. So we can factor out x here. 4x squared divided by x is 4x. Negative 9x divided by x is negative 9 equals 0. So this means that x should be equal to 0, or 4x minus 9 should be equal to 0. So this has been solved. This one, we take negative 9 the other side, it becomes 4x is equal to positive 9. It changes sign. Remember, there's nothing here, so we can divide both sides by 4. This goes, so x will be 9 over 4, the second answer. We got to question D. Question D, we have the simplest. Why? Because it's already factorized, this one. No need for you to factorize. You just continue on the step where you equate this to equal to 0 and this equal to 0, like so. X minus 1 equals to 0, or 2x plus 5 equals 0. Okay, so negative 1 goes the other side, x is equal to 1, or 5 can go the other side, it becomes 2x negative 5. Can divide both sides by 2. This goes, x is equal to negative 5 over 2. So these are the answers. X is equal to 1 and x is equal to negative 5 over 2. We got to question E. Question E says x squared minus 7x equals 8. So this may be the most involving of them all. As usual, we bring 8 this side. Always do that. X squared minus 7x. 8 will become negative. Here will remain with nothing. So this is a quadratic. We have been dealing with quadratic, but we are solving them in a different way, in a simpler way. We could factorize them using the common factor, but this time there's no common factor here. So what are we going to do? Product and sum. Product and sum. So what's the product? Product is made from the coefficient of x squared, the invisible one here. You multiply it with this term that does not have x, the negative 8. So 1 times negative 8 is negative 8. Sum is the coefficient of the x term, the term that has x, which is negative 7. Okay, sum is the coefficient of the term that has x, negative 7. Product, you multiply the coefficient of the term that has x squared and this one which does not have x, so it's 1 times negative 8. Okay, with that, what are the two numbers? 8 and 1, what do you think? Let's make 8 negative, so that when we multiply negative 8 and 1, we get negative 8. Negative 8 plus 1 is going to be negative 7. So these are the two numbers. So it's going to be x squared minus this one, we replace it with the 2, minus 8, we put x, plus x. For those who like putting 1 here, you can put, but of course 1 is invisible. It's a waste of time writing it. Minus 8 equals 0. So here we can factor out x here. Okay, x squared divided by x, it's x. Negative 8x divided by x is negative 8. This side, what's the common factor? There's no common factor. If there's no common factor, it means the common factor can be 1 or it can be negative 1. So let's try 1. Okay, so x divided by 1, it's x. Negative 8 divided by 1 is negative 8. We have gotten the same things inside the brackets, meaning that what we're doing is correct. Okay, so we can combine what is outside the brackets like this and what is inside the brackets like this. This means that x plus 1 is equal to 0, or x minus 8 equals 0. Okay, so x 1 can go here, it becomes negative 1, or x negative 8 can go here where there is 0, it becomes 8. So our final answers are these: x equals negative 1 and x equals 8. We go to question 2.